Got to be a harsh contrast with the type of life I've grown up in. When I was 2, my father decided that his relationship with my mother was going nowhere. He somehow gained legal custody of me and took off. Without financial resources to fight him, she was devastated. I never doubted her love for me. During the next 4 years, we moved 7 times, living with a woman my dad was in a relationship with at the time. At one point, my father and I moved into a trailer park. For 6 months, I barely attended school because he had to go to work and there was no transportation. As a result of the instability and neglect for my needs, professionals thought my brain had been affected developmentally. I was involved in a variety of therapies like speech therapy and even had an MRI done. Fortunately, the results indicated that I was normal and I just needed a lot of tutoring to catch up with the rest of the children my age. The custody battles over me between my parents have continued throughout my life. There were periods when I lived with my mom and things were great. Then unannounced, my dad would take me away again. His attitude towards me was, I'm right, and even when I'm wrong, I'm right. When finally he gave me the choice to where I wanted to live, I chose my mother because she saw me as a person. I saw starting high school as an opportunity to get a fresh start. Many of the friends I had, I stopped hanging around because they were involved in drugs and gangs. I started playing sports and joined clubs at school like DECA, TV production, and National Junior Honor Society. Last spring, in second period, another student and I received a pass to go to the cafeteria. Usually that meant that we were getting detention. I can understand why the other kids were being called up, but why me? As it turns out, a woman from the school board was there to tell us about a new 5-week program called STEM Tech. STEM Tech is sponsored by Hillsborough County Schools, the Tampa Bay Workforce Alliance, and Junior Achievement. It engages youth in work readiness and career exploration activities in the fields of science, technology, engineering, and math. To qualify, you have to have a good GPA, come from a low economic background, and have a barrier to either education or employment. STEM Tech was incredible. Through Junior Achievement's curriculum, I learned many useful lessons like how to apply for a job and handle the job interview. I'm looking for one now. Before, if I didn't hear back from an employer, I just let it go. But the real reason I love this program is because it exposed me to jobs that I didn't know existed and never thought I'd be interested in. Originally, I thought I would attend college to study for a career in the hospitality industry. Our employer's site visit to the Tampa Port Authority got me to start considering careers in engineering. I never realized how many engineering jobs there are and how many industries they're in. Not long after that, I met my JA volunteer, an incredible woman at Citi named Miss Maria Villasano. Miss Sano handles global stock transactions. Some of the phone calls she received were from angry people, but she maintained a pleasant professional demeanor with me. She also introduced me to a couple of computer engineers and showed me their jobs. I thought it was cool seeing engineers in suits and ties. I prefer that kind of job over the dangerous engineering job at the Port Authority. It got me thinking, I could do this in the hospitality field. Anyway, one piece of advice that Ms. Sanoff shared with me was when you have an opportunity, seize it and ask questions later. Acting on her advice is how I ended up at the podium here today. In my life, I don't know too many people who have graduated from high school or even done anything with their education. I value the opportunity I had with Ms. Sanoff and the other positive role models I got to know through JA, like our Junior Achievement mentor, Matt. When Matt asked me what I wanted to do with my life, I simply answered him, graduate from high school and go to college. He didn't let me get away with that and made me make a more specific plan down to what classes I was going to take. Because of him, I'm now in the process of trying to change my traditional classes into advanced placement classes, checking into scholarships and colleges opportunities to pay for school. I wanted to keep these positive influences in my life. I stay in touch with my JA mentor, Ms. Sanoff, by email, and with my new friends from STEM Tech through a blog we created. It's great because we help encourage each other to achieve our goals. Your past does not need to dictate your future. I want to be respected, successful, and known. I want to be that person people ask, how did you get to where you are? And I don't think I would have been different if I had the opportunity to participate in JA. Thank you.